Ladies and gentlemen, if I've said it once, I've said it a dozen times. Do not let woke leftoids anywhere near your company. Not in the executive suites, not in the management position, not as the general employees, not as moderators. Hell, don't even let them near your building, or your employees may contract brain rot. There is no excuse for Twitch's series of bad decisions. When Twitch was losing money, what did they do? What was their first impulse? Oh, we're going to take more money from our live stream. We're going to take more money from the content creators on our platform. While other companies were saying, hey, we have like a 95-5 split. Come over here. Oh, we'll treat you right. We'll give you huge lucrative contracts. Twitch is like, no, not only will we not fight for you, not only will we not give you a mega contract, we're also going to take more of your money. And I guess when your brand is powerful, it's like, we're Twitch. I guess there is some power to that, but they have consistently damaged the Twitch brand over the years, and especially over the past couple months. So now, they had a problem. Well, we have these OnlyFans girls that are oiling up their tits and playing a game on our website, but not the games that we're used to. The game is, how much of my body can I show naked without the censors banning me outright? Oh, I can show everything but the nipples. I can show the crotch and the butt. But as long as I don't show the vagine, as long as I don't show the pubis, then everything is A-okay. Well, as it turns out, that's a pretty terrible thing to promote on your recommended for your homepage. So Twitch is like, okay, well, hold my bag. We're going to allow full nudity on our website. Yeah, as long as it's quote-unquote artistic, you can do anything. You want to paint a picture on your big old tits? You can do it on Twitch. And you know what? And I know some people will be surprised by this. I don't mind. I don't mind if they allow that type of content. Twitter allows that type of content. But here's the difference. Twitter filters it, suppresses it. Meaning that it doesn't show up on my timeline. Some people may get it, but I don't, for whatever reason. And if you go to click on something that's 18 plus, it says, this content is explicit, it's 18 plus. That's what should happen with Twitch. It's not recommended, it's not even in the feed. But you can find the person if you want to. If they have a big enough following, they can give you the link, and you can go hogs wild and do whatever you want. But it's not recommended. And if somebody goes in there, they have to click through and say, I am of age. That would be the solution. Now, Twitch has a lot more problems, but that would be one fix that I think people would have been okay with, just making this type of content more difficult to find, but keeping it on there and not banning it. Twitch said, no, not only are we not going to do that, we're going to allow it all. So what did the Twitch audience do? God bless these soldiers. They started putting furry porn, hentai, anime porn, all this stuff up there. And who didn't see this coming? Who at Twitch was like, wow, I'm caught off guard? Like, I'll give you an example. If, for whatever reason, I were working as an executive at Twitch, and I had total control, and they came to me and they suggested this idea of allowing nudity, I would fire them on the spot. Because it's bad for the brand, it's bad for business. Hey, let's allow full nudity on our website. Oh, I'm sure our advertisers are going to love that. I'm sure our advertisers are going to absolutely love that. Mountain Dew, Doritos, they're gonna love having full-blown nudity. I mean, political opinions are one thing, Political opinions are one thing, but straight up nudity, that puts you into a different category, and that is bad for business. But Twitch thought they could get around that because the perverts there were salivating at the idea of having a website where they had control over girls who were willing to get naked. That's really what I think it is. That the perverts, the leftoids, the simps at Twitch, these low testosterone, low value beta males, they couldn't wait to be in control of women who were willing to get naked. I think that's what it was. They thought, well, if these women are willing to get naked and we're Twitch mods, maybe they'll do something for us, maybe, But no, because these women are making way too much money. They'll just switch to OnlyFans or do something different or make a different account. It's not going to work the way that they think it does. So, unfortunately, at this point, it doesn't really matter what Twitch says. Because they put out a policy that was poorly thought out. Then they backtracked. This is what they do. Because their leadership is a fucking joke. They're a bunch of woke leftoids, a bunch of idiots, who snicker and cackle at Trump supporters and others. Oh, aren't they so dumb? You idiots can't run a business to save your lives, to save your careers, to save your reputations. You just can't do it. I don't care how... Oh, they're so nice. From what I've seen, the people working at Twitch, they may be nice to people that they agree with, but their policies, their ideas and beliefs are disgusting. And so we have the author, Dan Clancy. On Wednesday, we updated our sexual content policy. Our primary goal in making these updates was to make our guidelines easier to understand and enforce. You failed. They weren't easier to understand. They weren't easier to enforce. What we understood from that is that you didn't have any quality control. None. There was no focus testing, nothing. You just put it out there, hey, we'll see how it goes. Terrible. That's not the way you do business. Part of this update included changes to how we treat fictionalized nudity and actual nudity. It wasn't just fictional nudity. It was actual nudity through art. So, if one of these big-titted bimbos gets on stream and starts painting their tits, that's perfectly fine. For years, through user voice and in conversations, we heard from artists that our policies were limiting. In making this update, we were trying to be responsive to these requests and allowing the thriving artist community on Twitch to utilize the human form in their art. First, we want to make it clear that some streamers, in response to this update, created content that was in violation of our new policy. We worked quickly to remove that content and issued channel enforcements. However, there also was a great deal of new content that was allowed under the new policy. Much of the content created has been met with community concern. These are concerns we share. Upon reflection, we have decided that we went too far with this change. Digital depictions of nudity present a unique challenge. AI can be used to create realistic images, and it can be hard to distinguish between digital art and photography. So, effective today, we are rolling back the artistic nudity changes. Moving forward, depictions of real or fictional nudity won't be allowed on Twitch. I got to imagine that a lot of this is because they got a bunch of phone calls from investors saying, what the fuck? Like, holy shit. What did you do? What did you do? No, you, what the fuck did you do? You bitch, you mother bitch, fuck to you. Probably under great duress. These beta males were probably crying tears as they wrote this. I can't look at these girls naked on Twitch. Oh man, this probably hit them really hard. This restriction does not apply to mature rated games. Okay, We are in the process of pushing out updates to our community guidelines that reflect this change. It will take a few days for. Oh man! So while I wish we would have predicted this outcome, so I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say. These people are fucking idiots. Who? Take somebody who has liberal brain on most topics, Moist Critical. If you had come to Moist Critical and you said, hey, look, Moist, we want to allow quote unquote artistic nudity. So basically, nudity that has to do with art and nudity that has to do with, with tits. He probably would have been like, oh, yeah, that'd be cool, but we probably shouldn't do it. Because he himself is a degenerate. I mean, he posts slip and slides with lubes and, competitions with fucking dildos. I even think he did a video a couple years ago where he had a massive alien dildo that inserted eggs into a person and he did like a review. Which is fucking sure. I don't mean that he inserted eggs into himself, although I can't be certain, but it was fucking disgusting. I do remember that because of how foul it was. But ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at Twitch in the art section and see. Oh, perfect. Twerk off under the art section. Oh, this is horrifying. What the fuck? Oh, that's the bodysuit. That's funny. Oh, look. Somebody, kink, twerking, feet, little people. Jesus. And look at this. Ultimate Meta Challenge. That's funny too. But I mean, you look at this. It's like you allowed twerking on your website. It's like your changes are so antithetical to what's best for business. It is so completely obvious what the right thing to do is, which is to ban from the recommended, not ban from the platform, ban from recommended content like this immediately. So they don't show up here. You can't see them. Anything that does this, anything that goes over, this type of content, twerking, this fucking huge ass, this one right here, this right here, you make sure that this never shows up on the recommended. It never shows up. You never see stuff like this. That would be the first step. You can allow twerking, you can allow this stuff on your platform. The problem is that you don't think, you just do, and then when it blows up in your face, you say, oh, well, how could we have known? Because anyone could have known. Hell, Hassan, one of the dumbest, most selfish, ignorant, probably several generations inbred, despicable, downright evil individuals. Hassan is evil. Even he would probably be able to figure out that it wasn't a good idea to take these rules that are there to enforce a level of standard and wholesomeness to your brand, perception-wise. I'm not saying it actually does that, because Twitch is a fucking cesspool. It really is. But at the end of the day, the perception is that it's better than Kick. It's more moral than Kick. I don't agree with that, but that's the perception. Because Twitch is just a gaming place. You tried to turn it into a cam site, which is ludicrous. Do you think that Mountain Dew and Dr. Pepper or whatever, Mountain Dew, Doritos, do you think they want to do business and advertise with Twitch when there's straight up pornography on the website? And I don't mean like pornography is there. I mean it's in the fucking recommended. It is recommended by the system. There is no censorship, there is no filter, which makes it different than something like Twitter. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it for today's video. I just have one thing to say to Twitch, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart.
I forgive your blasphemy.
And that'll do it. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll see you next time.